So here we are again in the live, and I'm getting better at this program. As you can see from the weird little thing that I made down there. I'm also figuring out my physical setup and physical space for the streaming, and I think I kind of like got something under control. Anyway, let's see what we can do with some fun jams. I don't know. I'm just grooving, right? And once again, I'm like, I don't really know what the heck I should talk about. I just don't know, because really, what is there to talk about without any like input besides exactly what I'm doing right now? And that's okay, but I feel like I can only go so far. So I figured out so many things this morning, just messing around with it. How, how if you say you spray paint the edge of something and then you turn it, I knew this from Blender, but you get that hard edge of like where the paint bled over, and kind of got used to avoiding that a little bit. And you can use the fill bucket on stuff. Like these things are very obvious, but I don't know. I just hadn't really done hands-on, and I wasn't really treating this program like Blender before, and now I sort of am, I guess. So let's just see what we can make, because a lot of the time, most of what I would ever want to do, I can do with this setup, I guess. Yeah, and then I figured out if you want to like inflate it, you just, oops, not that. Oh no. That's another thing that I've been having issues with, that some of the commands, you can do that. Like, what? Okay. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I just never thought to do that. It's very interesting that finally there seems to be a modeling program that is like kind of pretty. I mean, I'd have like a little bit of experience in Blender, but this seems way more accessible, honestly, which is pretty neat. Pretty makes me feel good about where we're at as a culture. I don't know. That stuff is great, though. I would rather see it more than not, people doing stuff like that. I guess I'm just gonna be like making sculptures here. I started out this series, if you will, kind of being like, I should. Oh, I forgot about the oil paint. Wow, that looks wild. Very cool. Kind of being like, I should make kind of flat images, which is fine, but I think it might be more interesting to kind of like branch out again, like the stuff that I was saying in whatever the last stream was. I should just try to like do different things, because it like doesn't, if nothing works anyway, just try something different. And yeah, how fun is this? This is great. I love that. Oh man, we could do so many things. We could make, kind of hate that I say oh man. Oh boy. No one says the other things. ONB. Interesting. We could make like a sculpture garden. Oh no. Ideas. Ooh. I wonder if I could make a master file. That's an interesting idea. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're getting ideas. Now, I have a post queued up and ready to go for for, 'Oof, 'for, 'Instagram. I don't know. 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 I don't and I'm like waiting to post it because I don't want to like hype this up too much. And to some extent, I mean, I don't think anybody's watching now, but if anyone was, I'd start to like get nervous. I used to do like a radio show thing, and it was the same deal. I was always kind of like, oh boy, oh man, oh gender. Yikes, people are here looking at me. And, you know, that would definitely make me sweat. But it's weird. I kind of like fall in and out of being okay with that and not okay with it. Gosh, I'm excited for the sculpture garden I'm gonna make, because that's what we're doing now. Whoa, did not mean for that to be that beefy. Okay, so if we're gonna name this series, I mean, I say we as if there's any other people's input right now. If I'm going to name this series something, it should be something like Sculpture Garden. Yeah, that'd be great. But like ugly Sculpture Garden, gaudy Sculpture Garden. Ooh. Wow, I'm having fun. Right? Like, okay, this makes sense. Yeah. I should also probably plug in my actual computer to my modem. It's doing it over a small Wi-Fi dongle right now, all this, and I can see my little frames drop. Detection jam. It's a little suspect, but that's fine. Ooh, we love a spike. We love a good spike. And the issue is that my router thing, ooh, geez, is way far away from my, I keep forgetting what the controls are. I mean, that is where I want to put it, sort of. It's way far away from my computer, so I kind of gotta figure that out, or just buy an extra long cord. Junk. Very cool. So I have an Instagram post that I'm going to blast out, and I don't know when to do it, you know, because I want to stream for a little bit today, but I don't know when to be like, hey y'all, it's live, because I don't want to do that too much. I might do that on my story a little bit for my Instagram, but not for a main post all the time. Definitely not. Anywho, hop in the chat. I'm not talking to anyone right now. If there was people in the chat, it would be neat, right? Could have a little conversation or something, talk about some things. This makes sense. It's starting to make sense, I think. This is kind of similar to, I did a video. Wow, I love this program. It's so intuitive. You can't do as much like you can with Blender, but honestly, sometimes it's like what you know. Sometimes you don't need all the stuff, and it's fine to just have whatever. I do like the axis. There might be a way to do that in Blender. There's like an axis thing where you don't have to change the view completely to kind of, you know, figure the stuff out like that. But okay, so we're doing this. I'm gonna build it up a little bit more before I tell people that I'm in here, because I don't know if anyone will even want to come in here. I don't know how many of the people that I follow on Instagram or that follow me, because that's how social media works, even use Twitch at all. I don't know. I just don't know all around. But it is, what's today? It's a Saturday, you know, so maybe people are around. Can't believe it's a Saturday. It feels like a Sunday, to be honest. I kind of don't like the gray on the bottom. Yeah, I still have no idea, like, what input anybody would have. I feel like I see the mail truck over there. I'm waiting for some mail still. I really love it when I'm definitely waiting for something that's definitely been sent to me, and there's like huge suspense around if it's ever going to show up. I love that, and it happens all the time. But I mean, I'm glad we have the postal service in our country. I'm glad it does exist. Very fun, very cool. You can send anything to anyone. It's great. But sometimes just a little bit, slow. So, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a little sculpture garden at the end. I don't know. The last video that I did, the last stream that I did, I was very kind of like, whoa. I was very kind of like experimenting with the spheres and different materials. And I think what I'm kind of feeling out here as I get used to this program is I'm kind of feeling like we should just stick to a few things. Yeah, probably not have too many. I don't know. If I feel like adding stuff, I can, but I'm just seeing what I like, because I like the matte. I like just normal looking matte textures of like just normal render programs. Right? I don't like many fancy things. Can I in any way improve my appearance of myself physically? Maybe not. I'm trying to figure out how to look okay on camera. I sort of know, after doing a lot of YouTube videos, but I mean, to me, it's a little iffy whether I look okay or not. Whether I look like I just crawled out of a cave or not. But it's a vibe, I suppose. Oof, did not hit all the sides, but it hit some of them. That's fun. Yeah, I kind of dig this. Yeah, right? Like I keep moving my head over here. Why do I do that? There we go. I think it's because all that. Sort of better. As long as I can see myself on my screen. I do see the chat though, so if you're in the chat, say what's up. I see one person's on here probably. Anyway, yeah, so at the end, I'm going to attempt to export it, attempt to load it into a different file, this model, and attempt to start like building a sculpture garden at the end of the stream. And that could be like the theme, because before, if you've ever watched any of my other content before, wow, that'd be so cool. The only thing is you can't like fly around. You can't fly around a file. I could do it in Blender. Wonder if I could open a thing in Blender. I don't know if that would work. That's tough. Because a file it has a central point. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want to make a sculpture garden for the series. And then, like, maybe in a lot of shows later, there'll be like, you know what I mean? There'll be like a huge buildup of sculptures, and that would be so fun to look at. And because I'm not great at doing this, I'm kind of still learning how to use programs like these and be okay at them, and like I was thinking about this before when I was making breakfast. I'm like, I don't really have a style in something. Like, I have a style that's mine and mine alone. I don't have like a thing that I do, like a generative thing that I just do the same thing for all my art, whatever. I don't have that, which I don't really want that personally. It's fine if people have it. But for myself, I'm like, I have a bit of like a weird style that oozes out every time I make something. However, when I get into a new program, it's kind of like, it's weird to get your bearings at first. How can I not make things so far away from everything? Oh, is there like a ground plane? Interesting. Oh, weird. Supposedly, I'm getting a cat tomorrow, maybe, or we are at where I live, and I think that'll be fun. Hopefully, there's like a whole thing where the landlord isn't answering the phone. Like he said it was okay, and then we're getting it from like a shelter, I think. So it's a whole deal where they're calling the landlord and the landlord's not picking up, but like if you text the landlord, they're like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, he's right downstairs, so you know, I know he's here doing things. Ooh, that brown to red is disgusting. It looks like a zit. We love that. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll put some oil paint on it, slather some oil on that zit. That is this show's vibe, huh? Oh god, that's disgusting. Rancid Sculpture Garden. What am I gonna name this? It's like cow print. Oh god. Oh no. Y'all remember? Jesus fuck. I thought I was not gonna swear on this. I guess I am. That was weird. I don't even know if that came through the mic. Whoever's downstairs just like did something real loud that shook the whole house. Hopefully he's not annoyed, if it is a he, annoyed at my very quiet talking. Hopefully that is not what's bothering him and he got mad at that, because I am paranoid that I'm bothering other people and constantly thinking about if I'm affecting other people's lives by doing very slight things. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it bothers me. Wow, the cow print, the moon cow print looks so good. Oh man, it's gross. Oh man. Am I ever gonna stop saying oh man? Nasty. I mean, would I watch this? I think I would. It's like a dangerous question to ask because, you know, really? Really, would anybody? Would you? Would I? I don't know. Wow. I'm so glad. I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved. I got a good idea in terms of, whoa, what did I just make? In terms of, the sculpture garden. Whoa, it's white. Okay, that's why I couldn't see it. I gotta find a good name, though. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't start in space correctly, unless it's anchored to the bottom. Oh, jeez. It's like starting through the bottom. What do I gotta do to oof. Maybe, where's the canvas at? I think that should be my... That doesn't make sense. Well, that really doesn't make sense. Because if I get my... Sometimes I feel like my lamp is gonna fall over. The lamp that I use to light my way in videos is just a, that's so bizarre. Why is there that depth? Oof. Oh well. Anyway, I don't like my canvas. Get that thing out of here. Yeah, the lamp that I use is like this vintage desk lamp. I don't even know what brand it is. It does have a thing in it though. But I redid my oh wow, that's hot. This is my blue light filter that completely blocks out all the light. It's a Ziploc bag with Sharpie blue on all sides. DIY blue gel. Again, it blocks out all the light. So this lamp that I'm using is a portable lamp. It doesn't tell me anything. Underwriters Laboratories portable lamp. That's what UL stands for. Y'all know the UL logo? Y'all, I mean no one. The UL logo, Underwriters Laboratories, what is that? Very strange. I should look that up, but I don't really feel like it right now. I don't think they made the lamp though. Maybe they did. I don't know how that works. So I want to make a noodle. I want a noodle doodle here. How long have we been going for? 20 minutes already. Time flies. That's what I like about streaming. Like, you know, when time is flying, I feel like I'm having fun. I'm not sweating. And I feel like I'm doing something that I'm proud of. Like, I love this. Imagine if this was in real life. Like, wow. Like, wow. That's a song. But I forget who I found that song from a Mark Gonzalez video because he used it and blew the bass out of it. It's not Beck, it's maybe it is. Beck. Wow. I love the reflection on the bottom. I love just looking at this. I love that we're full in like 3D mode now. Like everything I did up until now is very 2D in except that one Blender video, but well, we're here. Okay, so somehow I gotta go get that thing. Why did it go so far? Ooh, I kind of hate that shape. It's always going very far away from me. Oh, I need it to be thicker because I kind of know where I want to put it. It's kind of always cooler when I first do it, and then it smooths itself. Is there? No, there's not a smooth button. Well, maybe. Smooth? No, it doesn't do anything. You don't know what I'm talking about because you can't see the toolbar. That's my song. Oh, gosh. Like, where do we respawn when we die? Oof. Not right there. Oof, but I kind of enjoy that. The clipping. We love a good clip. Clip clop. Alright. Okay. So since I did swear once, should I make it, whoa, that's fun. What? That's wild how skinny it gets. Love that. Love that. Should I make this an adult content stream? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I gotta look that up probably. This is too big. I didn't mean to swear. I actually didn't want to swear on this thing. But, you know, when the whole house shakes, it's just kind of my response. It's just automatic at that point. Yeah, I haven't played Minecraft in a real long time, and I want to get some going tonight, maybe. Probably should have bought the desktop version instead of Pocket Edition, but Pocket Edition was cheaper, and I had to have a tablet, but I can't really stream it. But I can make videos, I figured out. Maybe I could stream it. I gotta look. It just seems like the tablet will break. Not break, you know, but just not be able to handle it, and it'll get too hot. Definitely in the summer. I cannot... That tablet that I have, it's a Nextbook Aries 11A, and this is it. I have it with the keyboard on. I used to use it without the keyboard. I made a heatsink in the back because of what I'm talking about, of that it gets way too hot. The thermals on it are ridiculous. So anything you try to do, just web browsing, it'll like either the apps will crash very easily, or you'll have it where the whole thing just shuts down because of a thermal event. And, you know, is what it is. I get it. But also, you know, just kind of the whole Mac thing that I think I was talking about on the last stream. Like, come on, design over that it just works. You know, like it doesn't even work for things that aren't just like very, very light. Or okay, so two things, and I'll try to remember both. Probably won't because I'm so bad at remembering things. I already forgot both of them. No, the stock apps that come on devices. When those stock apps don't work at all, when even without an update, even with like a fresh install, factory wipe of the device, you boot up those stock apps and things don't work, and the device isn't that old. That happens. A lot of Android cheaper devices, that does happen. And so rough. So rough. It makes me so mad that I have to go, like, what if I didn't know that I could go download like Opera Mini or any other lightweight browser or something? Like, what if I didn't know about that, and it's just like, oh, it doesn't work. Like, there are going to be consumers that are of that ilk, and it's fine to be like, you know, you're not expected to just use a consumer device. I don't even know if that's like the right word for that type of thing, but to just use like a basic device that's meant for everybody, that's not like a very specific thing for tech heads. If the stock things on that, you know, if something isn't right in terms of like the version of Android that it's been able to be updated to, like if it's clear that it hasn't been tested, that's just infuriating. Also, this was my other thing that I was going to try to remember. When you have, let me see how to say this. When you have like a desktop background manager, and you have like defaults where the system is like, here's some cool, you know, like here's like how Mac has with every release of their whatever. Yosemite had a black and white thing as the default, I think. You know, there's these pictures that come stock with every OS of basically everything. There's always a few. But for the next book that I'm referring to in particular, the backgrounds are so bad. And then some, like for so many things, it's like that. It's very, just the backgrounds and I find it with a lot of Android machines, devices. It's so bad and so hilarious because they're not that they're like bad in subject matter. It's just that they're completely pixelated. Like you put them on the screen and it just looks like garbage, which, I mean, for me, we all know me, maybe, and I'm very, I love pixels when I mean it to be. It's kind of like art. It's like when there's like a clear thing that was, oh my god, I'm like totally lost. When there's like getting closer, when there's a clear thing that was not meant to be there, because that, I guess that is the sign of a beginner, or the sign of just, it was not honed, it was not tested. You know, and we're all guilty of that in our own, not even guilty, it's fine, in our own practices, in our artwork, in our writing, in our music, in our whatever. Like there's little things where, you know, when somebody else does it, who has a platform, who has and it's been put through the ringer, and there's like a mistake there, like somebody coughs before a track starts, like obviously that was an intentional choice of like when the people were recording, you know, there's somebody coughs in the room, and then it's like, oh, we gotta retake because there's a cough, or like engineer fix the cough. But somebody says, wait, I kind of like that, you know, like there's input, there's intention in mistakes sometimes. But when it's clear that things just weren't tested, or like the right lens of skepticism wasn't put on something, it's like, whoa, that sucks. And as a consumer, I don't want that. I don't want to put that front and center on the device, that vibe front and center on the device that I'm going to use a lot. You know, I don't want to look at it and it's just pixelated. It's like the resolution of the screen physically can handle a very nice, beautiful resolution picture. But instead we have what we have. And that happens with a lot of low-end devices, and it makes me wonder why, because the images involved, like, they really don't, it's not that hard. I think, I don't know. I'm going to put that thing on my Instagram. Also, Credit Karma is a thing. No, this is not sponsored. Credit Karma is a thing that I use at times, and I just have the app downloaded. And the logo on my Android device, very cool. The logo on my Android device changed to a dark green, while the logo on my iOS device that I use for my camera stuff is still toothpaste green, which I prefer the toothpaste green. I do not like that logo in dark green, and I can't tell why that happened. Okay, so I'm writing an Instagram post. What should I say? I should say, live on Twitch right now at twitch.tv/specialrutabaga. I guess I should put a time. I'll edit it when it's over. That's fun. That's taken a while to upload because we're streaming. That's why I should be hardwired in on a good old Ethernet cable. But I'm not. Well, this is certainly coming along nicely. I should have just used the paint bucket. See, these are things that I will eventually pick up on. I've been doing a lot of things that relate to the non-binary flag lately, and I love to make the yellow in it this color, or more so like, let me get my spray can out, that color, and then replace the white and black with like shaded grays. Never seen anybody do it. Think it's pretty original. Kind of into it. I've just been really into like these bright colors, like greens and bright oranges and stuff. And I guess that's like the high vis trend, like in fashion and everything. But yeah, just really been always into like artificial looking things. And I mean, this just kind of goes along with that vibe, doesn't it, though? I still want to learn a really good, like, consistent workflow for working in Blender, making PS1 style graphics, though. That still is like a thing that I need to figure out, because this isn't really that. You know what I mean? Like, this is not really that style, which I need to capture in an album cover that I'm working on soon. But it's just something else, you know. They didn't, because I think at the time that the graphic modeling tools that the programmers had, were not this intuitive in these weird ways of like drawing a big noodle easily. You know, you'd have to extrude that, and like a round end like that, I don't know how. I don't know. Never used programs like that, vintage 3D modeling programs, but this is different. This is definitely, there's no way this isn't different than that, in some ways, at least. Not in the obvious ways. I don't know. I mean, we're getting close to having this be a thing, though. I'm kind of like, I'm down. It looks good. Maybe add a few more parts. I know. We love a curved cylinder. That's gross. That's gross. I love it. Okay. Oh my god, the spatial thing. I need to figure this out sometime, but I just don't feel like it now. I do like how they snap to stuff. Sometimes I just feel like the male person's outside. Whoa. That's like half of a teacup handle. That's pretty cool. That's a weird way to do it. You make like a really elongated one and then squinch it normal, and then how strange. Like, that's the type of trick that I just did by accident, but now I know. And, okay, so like I was saying before with the whole style thing, I'll try to make this, it is flush. The style thing, I kind of like it in white. You get your style after you perfect stuff, and then your mistakes kind of feel like not mistakes after a while, even if some of them are, I guess. But you just kind of you get a better sense of like your environment of what you're doing. I almost don't like how balanced it is, actually. Let's make not so perfect blob. I figured out that I could just escape this thing with the delete button. Zhunk. I want it to be less perfect, honestly. Okay. Yes. Oh, I need to put my Twitch chat back on. I need another monitor to be able to do that, honestly. Did anyone like my post? 2 people liked my post. That's fun. Hello. I don't know if anybody's here. I gotta turn on my jam. Nobody's here. So sad. Okay. That's okay. I think I just wanted to have the option of this. Cut to me making excuses of why I'm making this because it inherently feels like I shouldn't be. But yeah, compared to what was happening on YouTube with like views and stuff, no thanks. I need to be doing something else. I need to be doing anything else. It's not good. No, it needs to be better. I have very high standards, apparently. Okay, we need to make it jagged, kind of cloud-like, kind of like the Super Mario cloud. Zhunk. It's okay. Better. Oh, yes. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, we like that. We, as in you and me, as in me. But I think this will be... I gotta get used to talking this way again. That's the thing, because I don't know if I finished my thought before about I used to do like a radio show that I would get sweaty for sure. In my parents' basement, it was on Mixlr. We all know what Mixer is, but bet y'all don't know what Mixlr is. You could broadcast audio. It was like radio, and that experience was freaking cool. What is this? Oh. That experience was super cool because just having your own like radio show, and I'd always like trip out over that. I'm like, freaking 50 years ago or whatever, you couldn't do this. You had to go through like 10 million gatekeepers to do it, and I actually built up like somewhat of a following that would tune into Mixlr every week at whatever, and like Thursday nights, and listen to me play music. Like, I don't know. I think this is much more interesting. Personally, I understand why people stream games more often, because there's just more to pay attention to. It's more interesting. But I think I can get with this. I think this is fun. I think this is fun to watch. And it's been 40 minutes already, I think. Pretty sure. Like, how is that possible? I'm so down. I'm so down with this. I love it. We're here. We figured out something. I don't look that trash. Maybe I need to go down here so I'm so short. Oh gosh, I think I'm like 5'6" or something. I don't know if giving that information away online will hurt me in any way. Can you dox yourself from giving your height? Very crucial information. Dang, I love it. Wow. I hope I'm all this stoked on what's going on. I really hope so, because right now I'm feeling good about this. Not this specifically, but sometimes you're in a new program, you're trying a new thing, and it's like, what am I doing? Would anybody watch this? But even more so, like, I don't even like, whatever I'm doing. That happens a lot. But in this case, I love this, and I feel good about this, and I have like a plan. How cool is that? How cool did that happen to me? Go me. Good for me. Very fun. I hope the soundtrack to this is acceptable. I made it really quick, just kind of on GarageBand, because I guess that's my DAW of choice now. I do use Ardour a lot on my Linux. I gotta set up my computer so I can, I gotta get this crease. We love a crease that doesn't look bad. I gotta get my whole machine to be like dual boot jam on 2 different hard drives, because I'm definitely going to be needing to master in Ardour, and I think you definitely need to pay for Ardour on Windows. Sorry, Mac. But I don't know about Windows. See, when you hit a crease and you think you're good, that's when you're not good. That is when you're not good. That's what it was. It was the opacity. Opacity? I always say opacity. I don't know if people say opacity. But opaque is the word it's referring to. Wow, this is fun. This is great. Wow. Let's go for an hour, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of done. I haven't really talked about anything. This is really cool. Yeah, huh. And nobody got to the stream though, so maybe yeah, I don't want to make another one. I guess I'll just keep working on this for however long. That's kind of annoying. Not annoying, it's fine. I just thought that maybe if I posted it on my Insta, people might go check it, and then it would be like a big thing. That sounds like I think I'm important. I definitely know that I'm not. Or whatever, it's fine. We don't self-doubt ourselves. I really want to check the mail though. Where I'm at. I should put little spikes on this. Is what I'm thinking. So spawning in the not that bad, but not that good. Still gotta figure that out. Junk. Oh no, I've lost it. I did figure out that I can use my arrow keys though. So, hypothetically, I'd love to say that word. Hypothetically, if I go copy paste, did it paste a spike? Somewhere really random. Oh, it did. Somewhere incredibly random. Maybe. Yeah, I hope it was funny for the cat thing. I'd love for them to be sort of the same size. For the cat that I might be getting, it's like we went to this place that my partner volunteers at, and we like picked a cat out, and then it was kind of like the whole landlord situation of them not picking up the phone when they were calling. That's weird. I think that is a bona fide glitch. Bona fide. They didn't pick up the phone, so I think somebody else is trying to adopt that cat, which is kind of annoying because they do ads on the radio. Why is the spawn? What is happening? Why? Hi, Beatty. Oh, what the hell? Nice. No, I'm not a man. I'm non-binary, but hi, beauty. Hello. Okay, so that's how Twitch is gonna be. What was I even saying? That's why I don't know if I should even look at the chat. Like, okay, so we were getting the cat. You know, we picked it out and everything. And then they do ads on the radio, the shelter does. What program is that? This is Paint 3D. It comes stock with Windows machines. we picked it out, and then they got like radio ads that pop up on the radio, and then somebody else tried to adopt it. But the reason like we were trying to adopt it is because it was like kind of sad and kind of chill, you know, which is the vibe. And yeah, so I don't know if we'll get it, but it was kind of like, you know, we picked it because we thought that it had like been there the longest. Why is that's very strange. Anyway, yeah, so this is Paint 3D. It's a very like accessible program, and if you have Windows, I guess this is Windows 10 that I'm on. If you have Windows 10, it might be stock on your system, so go to your little Start tab thing that used to say Start. Why is the bounding box so far over? Yeah, go to your Start tab and like search Paint 3D and it might be there. If not, you might be able to download it on an older system. I don't know. It does take a little while to save things. It's a little bit sluggish, but it's fine on my system. I think I have like a quad-core i7 on my thing right now. So, I mean, rendering, like, you know, snappy rendering on the fly of like, I can zoom in pretty far. Obviously the textures are garbage, but this stuff and everything is super snappy. So, yeah. Well, I think Insomnia says it looks good to be Paint 3D. Yeah, I think it's really about how you use it, honestly, because there's a lot of tools, there's a lot of shapes that you can use, like, you know, squares and stuff. I just don't like how it looks. I mean, obviously you could change the line. Even like the Bezier curve deal, everything just looks like kind of bad. But the 3D shapes, out of the tools, you have like your spray tool, which is very like spray paint-ish. It like makes it kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. Just very spray type-ish. That's what I just said. The marker tool is really smooth. I wish they had like a smooth shading tool that wasn't so like stipply is what I'm trying to say with the spray can. And the oil tool is gross when you especially if you maximize it, but I love it. In doses it's good. Calligraphy pen, not my favorite. Yeah, watercolor pen, it's whatever. That's probably the smooth shading tool, actually. Yeah, okay, we figured that out. So I think it's really about how you use it and where you kind of get funky with it. Another thing is that 3D view is not it's not on by default. Like without 3D view, if I had, say I selected this object and then I did this, then it's like suddenly, oh, it's in 3D, right? But if you turn 3D view on with a button that's right above this whole deal, if you turn that on, you can like zip it around like Blender. And I didn't know that until this morning, until I made the little figure in the left hand corner, which is my Rutabaga logo. Yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff. If anyone is in here or in the video later, I got a bunch of stuff like new to my channel or whatever. Bunch of stuff at Special Rutabaga on YouTube, and I'm on Instagram at Kirsten Rutabaga. So, oh word, I just got a text that we're getting the cat. Very cool. That's awesome. I was kind of not stressed, but you know, we had planned all this stuff, and we really thought we were getting it, and then there was like news where it was like, they're not picking up. Somebody else might adopt. Scary. Yeah. Anyway, and my website is just jumping all over the place. My website is k11r.github.io, and yeah, I have I have like this weird thing for Rutabaga stuff. I guess that's like my deal. I don't know. Only eaten one once though. But yeah, trying out Twitch, and this is my second like official live stream ever, and I'm excited for these dang results. Gotta make a sculpture garden with all the little things that I make. Yeah, for a while I've been doing flat planes, like I said before, for anybody who's just jumping in. Doing flat plane stuff, 2D work, Now we're here in 3D. It's glorious. I love it. Wow. What if we get the pixel pen and we go like it's paint? It's a little bit tacky, but it's kind of fun. I do like, so a lot of the tools, I actually think the only tool that I don't like out of this is the crayon tool in 3D Paint, or Paint 3D, whatever it's called. I don't like the textures that are going on here, like that. It's just kind of gross to me. Also, I don't really understand why that oil paint is so chonky, like the oil brush thing. Maybe it's because, nope, don't know why. Love it regardless. That's fine. So, I've been on 52 minutes. I think that's going to be around the average duration of my little streams. And, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to post a highlights of this. There's not really highlights if I'm only doing it for like however long. But I'm definitely going to be posting stuff from this channel to YouTube, because I doubt we'll get any, like, I don't know. I just don't know if Twitch would ever be my main thing, but I would definitely prefer, you know, it's kind of rare that I have a lot of interesting things to say, you know, besides just like riffing on whatever's happening in my life and in the chat. I would definitely prefer that more if that were to be built up, but you know, that it takes building up. So I don't know if that'll ever be my main deal, but maybe it will, who knows? I have no idea. But I would like it to be. Would love it to be. Ooh, I should do yellow on the end too. Yeah. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it soon, and figure out where and how I can build a little sculpture garden with these. So there we go. Thanks for coming to the live. If you're on YouTube watching this later, thank you for watching. My name is Kier, and my website is k11r.github.io. Again, Kirsten Rutabaga on Instagram, and patreon.com/SpecialRutabaga if you want to support me being a creative person in my real life. Coffee.com/SpecialRutabaga. Redbubble.com/people/SpecialRutabaga for merch. Yeah, so there we go. Thanks for watching. See you later.